What's up guys, BlinMaster here, and let's just get right into it. This is a tier list of which robots I personally consider clankers and which of them I would call my clankers, like in a respectful way. Like a good robot, you know? So, I literally did steal this idea from someone. If I can find the video, I'm gonna put it on screen. I don't remember who it made, because I didn't even bother to watch it. I just saw the thumbnail and I thought that's a great idea. I want to do that as well. In my opinion, robots should not be considered human because they literally aren't. And robots should be made to serve humans, you know? They should be a real assistant. They need to be here to help us. They shouldn't be here to replace us. That's not the way to go. Even though big tech might think so, because it can save them lots of money if AI ever gets as good as they think it already is. First of all, we got a ChatGPT, Copilot, Grok, and in my opinion, ChatGPT is not that bad. It's not the worst, it's not the best, because they do steal your data, they do waste trillions of dollars, and so it's not really a good robot, if you ask me. But a bad robot would mean that it also doesn't function well, and that it also doesn't really that it's not really here to serve us. But ChatGPT is a pretty good servant, and its data, even though it's sometimes incorrect, in my experience, it's often not that bad. So ChatGPT is going to be like the mid robot, I guess. I'm going to call it it's a bad robot because of the data collection and selling for advertisements and all that shit. Then we got Copilot. That's actually a waste of power. That's one of the worst things I've ever seen. It's literally a glorified version of Bing AI, and that also wasn't pretty great, except for the image generation at the time. That wasn't too bad. But this just sucks, and they try to smear this shit in your face all the time when you use Windows or one of those Microsoft products. So that's just not my cup of tea. So I would consider this a great waste of power. Then we got Grok. That's just also a waste of power. It's a terrible AI. It doesn't even have correct data. Pull up the Charlie Kirk things he said. That's just insane. Also Mecha Hitler, so yeah, that's something to take into consideration as well. Then we got Gemini or Google AI. Also just a waste of power. I wouldn't even consider these clankers. These are even worse. But when you type in something on Google, the first thing you get is AI generated, and like 90% of the time it's not even accurate in the slightest. So this is actually a terrible waste of power, if you ask me. Then we got the YouTube AI, which I made this video on. Also waste of power. Just watch the video, you'll understand. Lumo AI. I don't think it's that bad. It's not the best in like quality-wise. ChatGPT does give better responses, in my opinion. But they at least try to be more privacy focused, and I really appreciate that. So I consider Lumo a good robot. He's doing what he needs to do, although he's not my clanker, since he ain't perfect. DeepSeek is somewhere between these, I'd say, because it is a great AI, as in it's much more efficient than the AI that Nvidia is investing in. When this came out and was literally open source, Nvidia lost like billions of dollars immediately in the stock market. So I was thinking I'm gonna put this one in the good robot as well, even though I have my trust issues because it's from China. No offense, China, but you know. So for that reason alone, I'm just going to leave it in mid-tier. Self-hosted, that's my clanker. If you're going to host an AI yourself, it's your data on your home server or NAS. It's completely yours, and you can just have like a Mistral or a DeepSeek instance, and it's all yours. If DeepSeek self-hosted, it's my clanker. But just self-hosted AI, great. DeepSeek, a little less great, but still pretty good. Then this one, The reason I haven't counted this in as Gemini is because this one sucks so bad. This is malware, in my opinion. It's actual malware. I've tried to delete this app multiple times of my smartwatch and it keeps coming back. It's insane. It's bothering me so much that it's still on my smartwatch. I keep removing it and it keeps coming back. So I'm actually going to add another row here. There. It's not that... You can't really read that very well, but it says malware, so that's where it goes, in the malware tier. It's even worse than what we have discussed yet. This is awesome. You may not know what I mean by using the Esperanto flag here, but I just meant any AI that makes translating easier or better. Like if I speak English, not everyone can understand. Some people speak Spanish and they don't speak English. Some people speak Hindi and not English. But when you can just have a robot that translates it automatically and correctly, that's just great. It does really serve humanity after all, when it's just trying to make everything understandable for everyone, you know? Then we got the Android robot. A couple of months ago, I would put it here, because even though it's made by Google, it's still kind of open source and you have a lot of freedom. Now, I'm putting it here because of the things Google is doing to this poor robot. But I like to think that he's making the decision himself because, you know, he's the mascot. Then we got Cyborg from Teen Titans Go, or really any cyborg in my opinion. He doesn't even deserve to be on this list. Why? I'll tell you why. Because even though he's partly a robot, he's literally a human. He just lost most of his body, or maybe you lost an arm, and it just gets replaced by a robot piece because that's improving your life. So I would never think that I would never call a cyborg a clanker. That's just unheard of in my opinion. He still has feelings and emotions that are not simulated like AI simulates their emotions. Then we got Wally and Eve. Eve? My man, that's just great. This robot is actively doing everything the humans want. It's going to every single planet and trying to find plants. That's literally what the humans asked for, and it's just doing that, no questions asked. So, that's my clanker right there. But then we got Wally. And he's a good robot. The reason I'm putting him up a little higher on the list is because he is trying to serve us at all times. So he would go here in my opinion. But he's trying to keep the plant for himself. Even though this one has newer instructions saying bring the plant to the human. And he's kinda in the way. So just because he isn't updated enough to know that that's the new mission, I'm putting it in good robot. If he didn't though, he would go into the same tier as this one, because he is literally trying to clean the entire planet. Okay, he's literally trying to clean the entire planet all by himself. All of the robots of the same model as him died. They literally all died. They showed this in the movie. They all died. And he's still going. Still going strong. Well, not strong because the Earth is still a mess, but he's trying to serve the humans. That's all that matters. And we got this robot from Big Hero 6. I don't even know why I put it here because I kind of forgot about that movie. Everything about it because I watched it when I was like a little kid and never again. So I guess he was a good robot. I don't really have any arguments here, so sue me. And we got Terminator. That's just a clanker. He's trying to wipe out as many humans as he can find. That's a clanker if you ask me. I probably would be too scared to say it to his face because he would shoot me. But even if I didn't say it, he would still shoot me, so he's just a fucking clanker. Then we've got GLaDOS and Wheatley from Portal and Portal 2. GLaDOS I would consider a good robot because the humans made it or her, I think it's an it because it's a robot, but it's technically also a lady, kind of. So it's a good robot because it's just running the facility, like the humans asked it to do. But then we got Wheatley. And he's just a waste of power. Do I like him as a character? Of course, he's a great character and I think he's really cute and all that shit. But he's literally a moron. That's literally all he is. It's a moron.
I am not a moron!
No, it's malware. He's literally malware. He was a core that was supposed to be added to GLaDOS to make it worse. That's literally what malware is. So that's where he goes. Then we got all of these absolute clankers on the phone. They're bugging me. If you get called by some scammer that's like picking up with some AI voice, I'm hanging the fuck up. I already know it's a scam, so you can just stop trying, because who's falling for this except for grandma or something. But on the other hand, some robots on the telephone can be very helpful, because like when you're trying to sign into Microsoft with your two-factor authentication, you can just say, call me, and I'll just pick up and press hashtag. And that works flawlessly, literally all the time from my experience. So just for that alone, I'm putting it on bad robot. But it's scammer side? No, that's the clanker side. Roombas, they're great. I personally don't have one, but a vacuum cleaner that does it automatically. Hello? It's literally serving us in the most traditional way you can think of serving something. It's kind of like WALL-E, but without the emotions, and that's why it's better. Robots are not supposed to have emotions or try to simulate them. And we got this guy and this guy. They're also just going here. I like these as characters, so I might be biased. But also, they're just trying to help the entire time. He can be somewhat annoying, so he might be going here. But they're both just trying to help the entire time of the show. They're just here to help. Even when they're discriminated against and they're like, nope, we don't serve clankers here.
Hey, we don't serve their kind here.
What?
Your droids, they'll have to wait outside. We don't want them here.
Why should we about this speed? We don't want to be trouble.
I possibly agree with you, sir.
They just remain calm. They don't care. You'd almost call them based. If they weren't robots, at least. Amazon and Google. These are going just here again. It's just a couple of clankers trying to sell your data. Tesla bot. That's a clanker. I would call it a waste of power, but it's more fun to swear at these guys, because if I ever go to a McDonald's or a Fabo and I see a goddamn Tesla clanker Nazi mecha Hitler bot working there, I'm just leaving and never coming back. Like that Taco Bell shit they tried to pull, trying to have drive-thrus without humans, and they literally failed at doing so. If that's going to be real one day, I'm never doing a drive-thru again. Customer service bots? Fuck out of here. That's on the border of malware. On the border, I'm telling you, it's on the border of malware. Because when I am trying to get some service, my account, I cannot log in first. Let's say I cannot log in. And I go to your website and I get redirected to some stupid robot that I go, oh cool, they have an integrated AI bot, so let's just say I can't log in. And it says, sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean you don't understand? I'm trying to log in and I can't. Just help me already, or bring a human. But then if you have to bring a human, what's even the point of this AI existing? Just bring up a page where I can speak to a human already. Come on. This is just awful. Hacker bots, also a waste of power. Every bot trying to scan the internet, trying to hack you at all times. Fuck those robots. I mean, of course, fuck the people behind it, even more than the robots, but the robots are really helping them out. Let's go a bit more positive here. Factory robots, mid, for multiple reasons. It's a great invention because it produces things really fast and very efficiently, and it makes very little mistakes compared to humans. But it really did cost a lot of people their jobs. But I think it's not too bad because there's still factory workers out there. I think there's like a lot of factory workers still working, so I don't think they took all of their jobs. But imagine if every single phone and computer was just assembled by a human. One, that would take ages. And two, the chances of mistakes happening would be way bigger. This is just very precise. Now we got this security cam robot AI thing like they have in China. Fucking clankers, man. Trying to look at the street, seeing what all the humans are doing and immediately sending that to the government. What are you, a snitch? Fuck off, clanker. Fuck out of here. And then, one of the greatest reasons to not live in the United States. I've never seen that here, and I would not be very happy if I did see this here. On the one hand, it's not that bad because it's a robot delivering food, but on the other hand, there could be humans delivering food in a van, maybe even an electrical van, with way more space, so that they can go to like, let's say 20 different people, and this robot just goes to one person. So this is just a waste of power. An electric fan could go to, let's even say 50 people. I know it's exaggerating because you can't keep food for that long, but it's a big fucking fan with a lot of space. You can fill it up with food and just drive where you need to go. This guy just has, let's just say you ordered some nuggets. Let's just bring the nuggets to your home. Are you kidding me? So let me know what you think, and like and subscribe, and goodbye.